Hello all, good morning. Okay, today is the first session for BW4 HANA. Okay, then we have to do introduction for SAP BW. And before going to SAP BW introduction, okay, so we should know about SAP ERP. Okay, so example SAP ERP like no one software tool. SAP ERP is a software tool. They will install in the system based on our requirement. It will works. For example, maybe our industry is different type, like pharma industry or retail industry or chemical industry, FMCG industry, FMCG industry, or anything, mining. So based on this, while installing SAP ERP product, I think everybody know a tally in the real time. So what it will do, if you establish any company, if you establish any company, we will install SAP ERP Tally. Once you install this Tally, okay, daily transactions are happening. It will store in the database, local database table level, okay, and we will save it for the future purpose, for auditing purpose, okay, mainly for auditing purpose. And finally, we will track it, how much profit, how much loss. Okay, for this we will use Tally. For big industries, we will use this SAP ERP tool. Okay. So while you are installing, see we have some hard disk. On top of this, they will install this SAP ERP software. Okay, while they are installing, they will select the some settings based on our industry. So it will work. Okay, SAP ERP it will give the SAP ERP it will give the end-to-end solution. Based on even maybe your company is pharma, chemical or retail, so everything it will support in the back end. Supported tables will install. Okay, so SAP ERP enterprise resource planning, enterprise. Okay, for organization, enterprise means our organization. Resource, okay, who is our working. We have a one department, HR department. For every company required employees, we need to save their details. How many employees are there? What is the employee number? What is the employee name, first name, last name? What is the salary? Which location is working? So planning. So how we are utilizing them? We have to utilize them. Then only product will come. So SAP ERP is integrated with SAP HR tool. SAP HR tool. Okay. SAP HR and SAP HD, SAP M, SAP MM, SAP FI. So these models, okay, when you install this SAP ERP, these all models are integrated. Not only these models, many models are there. Okay, like this we have many models. All are integrated with the SAP BW system, SAP ERP system. Okay, so here we having different versions as well in the BW. So whatever, like now for example, in SD we have different models, sub-models again, like sales, okay, delivery and billing. Okay, before you going to do sales or delivery billing, and we should have one product, right, where we will keep into the product in our company. Okay, SAP PP level they will manufacture. Okay, they will keep into the like purchasing, purchasing. We will purchase from the vendor raw materials. We'll keep it to the store inventory. Oh, we will keep into the inventory level. Whatever finished goods we have, we will store into the inventory. Final invoices. Here account payable. We have account payable, account receivable, GL balances. Finally, GL balances. Okay, whatever we do any transactions and sales and distribution, material management, it will update to the account payable or account receivable. Okay, in SAP HD, we have customer and material master data. We require customer and material master data. We require customer and material master data for sales. For MM, we required vendor and material master data. Okay. So whatever you do in the sales, that will update into the account receivable. Whatever we do any transactions SAP MM, it will update into the PL. Finally, it will update into the GL. So whatever we do any transactions, we have a one product, we sold them, we sold to the customer. Okay, that will update into the FI because we need to show them until in the final year or every quarter we will release results. We have to show them into the external report. Okay, and FI it will give the external report. External report. We will generate report and it will give to the SEBI. Generally, if you are buying any stock, so the stocks will go. It will update to the app. People will update to the SEBI. For example, Zerodha or any GMAT account. If you buy any stock, we have to update to the SEBI. In the same manner, okay, any company is releasing any results, okay, they have to update to the SEBI. They will take care. Okay. In SAP CO, they will generate internal reporting. They will generate the internal report. Our CEO or vice president, they will see the reports. Internal purpose only. Okay, in the real time, mostly we will work on SAP HD and MMFI. Mostly we will work on these tables. These models, whenever we install SAP ERP product, automatically all models integrated in the SAP ERP tool. So you can see here, let me log in system. I'll show you. See here, you can see SAP R3, three-tier architecture. SAP R3 means three-tier architecture. You can see these are the SAP all models. Whatever they do, any transaction, all will store into the ERP database. Okay. So in the real time, like no, we have a organization. We have a organization. We should have one database. Your database like SAP ECC or SAP HANA. Okay, SAP HANA. For SAP ECC, we have traditional database SQL or MySQL or Oracle. Okay, these are the databases for this software. SAP ECC, we have these are the traditional databases. You can use it. For S4 HANA, we have a database HANA. So these are the traditional database. This is like the SAP HANA. It will give the better performance. Currently, we are running. If someone asks you, did you extract data from SAP ECC and S4 HANA to BW? Yes, you have to say yes. Okay. Your organization will store data into the SAP ECC and your organization expanded worldwide. Okay, you will store data into the like my SQL and HANA and non-SAP systems like Salesforce. This is also SQL, MySQL, Oracle, also non-SAP systems. If you store data into the traditional database, okay, SAP HANA database or any other database, Excel as well. So then we can bring data into BW4 HANA and we will keep the data and we will design the report based on organization purpose. So the higher authority people we will look into the report and they will take the decisions. Okay, if they require any formulas and all, they will give the requirement and implement them. We will implement the same requirement. Okay, in the real time like this would be there. Okay, so generally, if you want to crack the interview, you should know this SAP S4 HANA. And finally, we are loading data into SAP BW4 HANA. SAP BW4 HANA. Okay, in the BW, we have different versions again. BW 3.5 version. Okay, BW 7.0 version and BW 7.1, 7.3 version. Okay, they stopped here 7.5 version level. SAP BW 7.5 version they stopped it, and SAP BW 400 they started 1.x, 2.x. So finally they stopped at 2.x. So no more versions will be there, I think, in the BW 400. Okay, this is advanced level, this is old level. Okay, finally we are loading data from SAP ECC and S4 HANA to BW 4 HANA. You can say SAP 7.5 version or SAP BW4 HANA. Okay, Excels, non-SAP systems. Non-SAP systems. From these systems, usually we will store the data. Why they have to store the data? Maybe you will get some question as well. We have a organization and they expanded in the worldwide. Why they have to store the data? For audit purpose. Okay, audit purpose. If they don't store the data, and someone will come and ask, okay, how much? Okay, they will come and ask you. You are doing business more than 1 crore, 2 crore, 10 crore, 100 crores. You are not paying tax to the government. Okay, income tax people will come and ask you. Okay, that is the way we have to store the data and we need to properly pay the tax to the government. Based on our data only will pay, right? Okay. And also for our purpose as well, we will design the reports based on our requirement and to improve the business as well. Higher authority people will take the decisions based on our dashboards. We will create the dashboards in BW4 HANA. We will create the BEX query. We will create the BEX query based on the requirement. And you can design report and maybe SAP BO WebB level, SAP BO WebB level, or else analysis office level, analysis office. You can say this AFO, analysis for office. Okay. Or else reporting tool is SAC. So in the SAC, we will create stories and data model based on the requirement and publish the report. And Power BI, very rare cases, Power BI and Lumira. These are the SAP tools. Mostly we'll go for SAP tool only. And only 5% will go to Tableau. Okay, these are the reports we will use mostly. But we should know at least like no major nowadays companies are asking like no SAC analysis office will be at least. Okay, we should know at least one company, one reporting tool. So organizations are expecting like no one reporting tool from everybody, one programming tool, one programming tool, one ETL tool, one database tool, one database tool. Okay, database tool, you know HANA, right? And ETL, SAP BW, you know, right? Programming tool, abap, we should know, right? Reporting tool, SAC, or analysis, AFO, analysis office, anything fine. So we having competition like this, okay? If we don't know at least one tool also, might be they will keep into the ignore level. They will, if they have requirement, they will take, but they will not hire you. But we should be in the focus of like no these four tools. Okay. And in the see here in the ECC, you can see in the RSA6 transaction core level, I can see all SAP tools, SAP modules. You can see accounting general, CO controlling, okay, FI financial accounting. So they are like no, they integrated with the SAP ECC and S4HANA. Okay, whatever we do any transaction, by default it will store into the relevant tables. For SAP HD, the tables we have like no VBAC and VBAP, VBAC and VBAP. If you raise any sales order, if you raise any sales order, it will store into the VBAC level. If you do any delivery, it will store into the LIKP, LIP table. Yeah, these tables will store. The goods movements, how much you moved it. Okay, how much you deliver to the customer. The details will store into the billing details you can see here. VBRK, VBRP. These are very important. Okay, we have to remember these tables. Okay, real time. They will ask you in the interview as well. Okay, these are the main tables. Okay, sales order header, sales order header, sales order item table. These two both are same, but like no, this is header level. Summation level data will display, and this will item level, item level display. Okay. In the same way, this will also said delivery header, delivery item. title, billing header, billing header, billing header. Okay, like this it will be there. Okay. We need to understand the business first. Might be you are working in current company, pharma or chemical or retail or mining company. So first we need to understand that company, what they're doing it, what what products they're manufacturing, how they're selling, the company expanded in which countries, how many employees are working. Just study like that, okay? Then you will understand easily. So we will design reports like daily sales report, and monthly sales report, okay, and open sales order report, and we can do ready-made reports also. We have it. You can design it, and based on your requirement, you can load the data, and you can see data into the. You can reconcile with SAP BW report and SAP S4HANA. So how many dollars are available in the ECC, and it should be available in the 100 in the SAP BW report as well. Sometimes 90 will be there. So you have to tell them the reason why it is 90. Do you retain any logic? So due to that logic, $10 are blocking. You have to explain that scenario. Okay. Generally, daily. So, for example, few people will say, okay, for particular. For example, we have a company code. Company code. For this company code 1000, we have GL accounts 10. GL accounts 10 GL accounts will be there. For 10 GL accounts, two are not matching. Why it is not matching? We need to drill down in account document number level. Account document number level. If data is not matching, we need to display the data in detail level. Which documents are missing? That is important. Okay. So like this, we have like SAP ECC and S4 HANA. So multiple modules are integrated with SAP ECC. Okay, like this. You can see SAP HD, sales and distribution. We have many predefined SAP objects. You can see like no, whatever the data source, whatever the object is started with 2 or 0, any number, it is like SAP delivered object. SAP only will provide everything. In the backend also tables, many tables are there. Okay. You can go SC11. We can give anything. VBAP. Okay. For example, I given VBAP. So we didn't create anything. Okay. This is sales document data. So, say based on so they studied many years SAP in the backend. They studied many years, and based on the organization requirements, they provide the solution. Okay. So might be your business having like no in chemical or pharma or mining anything. Okay. So based on that, they understand the requirement. They given the end-to-end solution. If you do any sales address, it will store into this table by default. So we have a one T code. Okay. So VA01. So if you raise any sales order, here only we can have it. Okay. If we raise any sales order, example, if we create any sales order, it will store into this table and also another table. We back this table. Automatic process, they designed it. Okay. Based on the scenario, might be your company, pharma, chemical, or retail, or anything. Okay. Based on whatever you do, any transaction that will store into the backend automatically in the table level. Okay. So to get to hire to the company, you need to learn these things. Okay. Okay. At least you are into position to explain the one report and how you did end to end. Okay. So in the SAP, you have to explain them. These are the tables involving in for my reporting. These many dollars are available in the source. In the BW, this much dollars came. Why it is missing $10? So you have to, you should inform them. This is the logic. Okay. Where exactly it is blocking. Okay. And you can see where it is so here also you can see it, goods movements, material valuations, okay, vendor evaluation, okay, and purchase groups, purchasing vendor, okay. Mainly we will use like no these things, purchasing data header, purchasing data item, and inventory, okay. This is little bit tough in the BW. This process, stock installation for inventory management, this data source we need to install, and this one, revelations, and one more, goods movements from inventory management. Little bit tough inventory, and we'll see how we have to install and how we will fill the setup tables, how we'll get data. Okay. Okay, so you should know and you should understand about this all apps. Okay, these are the models are there. If you do any transactions, it will store into the backend database table level. Okay, and in the BW we having different versions again. Okay, these are the versions. In the earlier 3.5 version, I worked in 3.5 version, 7.0 and 7.5. 7.5. Okay. And BW4HANA 2.0 version currently. You also tell that currently working on BW4HANA 2.x. Okay, version BW 7.5. BW on HANA. You can say like no BW on HANA. BW on HANA 7.5 version. Okay, for this version. How you will know which version you are working on it, and just go to here and log in our system, particular system, and can go there. Okay, go to systems and you can go to status and you can see the, okay, you are using like no HANA database, HDB. Go to here. See here, this is the database. HANA database currently we are using. And the non-SAP system servers would be there. Let's see. SQL would be there. What is the version installed it? You can see SAP BW4 HANA Service Pack 7 2.0 Service Pack 7 version install it. And you can see like no also on some other systems, some other BW systems. We have BW4 HANA and BW 7.4 version, 7.5 version. Double click and go and check it. Give your user ID and check it. Okay. So all like no, it will work based on the TCO level. Okay, might be you don't understand. Okay, what we are entering. Okay, we should know at least a few. So SAP BW it will work with 7.5 version. Okay. So this is the transaction code bar. We need to enter the transaction codes. Okay. So if you go to SC93, SAP define many say transaction codes. Okay. You can see many transaction star and you can see many transaction codes. And generally we are using RSA1. This is mother of T code. See, you can see RSA1 modeling workbench. And this is also same thing. DW workbench info code same thing. And you can enter same thing RSA1 or RSA11. It will be same screen only. But we will use regularly RSA1 only. See, this is RSA. See, I entered RSA11. Still it is came to RSA1 only. Okay, same screen. This is the BW screen, initial screen. 99% will work under the modeling, 99% will work under the modeling, and only 1% in the other part, administration and transport connections. Okay, transport connections will work 1 hour, 1%. BI content also will work 1%. If required any SAP delivered object, then we will install in BI content. Okay, we will automate the data loads by using process science. And if you do any planning, you can use planning sequences. Within the planning sequences, you can keep multiple planning functions. If you are sending data from BW to outside, then you can use Open Hub Destination. If you're sending data from BW to outside, you can use Open Hub destinations. For example, SAP BW4HANA project, SAP BW project going to Azure, and then we require this Open Hub destination. We will store data into the file level or we will store data into the table level. So they will access, Azure team, they will access file or table level. Okay. And if you are doing any implementation project, then we will be there in the info provider, info objects, and data sources and source systems. Mostly with these options we will require. Okay. And mostly we will focus on not this one. This is old version, the 7.5 version. So in the BW4 HANA, you can see, I'll go here and I will show you what is the difference. See, in the BW4 HANA, we won't see that options, okay? See, in the BW4 HANA, what is the difference? You can observe it. This is BW 7.5 version, BW on HANA 7.5 version. So this version I have a still modeling, but I can't create any object here. Only classic objects you can create, but I cannot create advanced ESOs, okay, complete product. Those we cannot create here, and I will create in the HANA Eclipse or HANA Studio or Eclipse level. I will create it. Whereas here in the PW4 HANA, I don't have modeling tab itself. You can see here we have a modeling and administration transport connection. And in the BW4 HANA, I don't have modeling option itself. So we have to create each and every object in the HANA Studio. How we will design it?